Hey everyone, today we are going to do a tutorial on how to use Weldments in SolidWorks. Just go ahead and open up a new part file, and we're going to start with sketching our truss. So we're going to go to the front plane, and we're going to do just a basic sketch of our truss. So by that I mean just a line sketch. I would multiply all of your values by 10 just to move that decimal place over, because of what we're going to be doing later. Okay, so now that we have that sketched, we should be able to go into click on Weldments. If you can't find Weldments, right click on SolidWorks add-ins, go to toolbars and click on simulation and Weldments. And we're going to click on structural member. Now to set this, we would like ISO, and let's do a pipe in size 21.3 by 2.3. And our group is going to be this one right here. Wonderful. And we can't add these middle diagonals to the group, so we're just going to press new group and click all of the ones that we can. If you can't get all of them in one go, just create as many groups as you need to get all of them in. Right click out. And just to make sure, double check everything, we should have let's unselect this, all configurations, and return. Wonderful. Now let's go into simulation and let's do study. Static study seems good to me. We're going to press OK, calculating joints, and then each of these joints now where the truss comes together should be highlighted. Let's go ahead and save this real quick, and let's just call this Warren Truss Weldment. Save. Let's also go up to here where it says material not specified and edit this material to make it balsa. If you zoom in, you should be able to see that balsa wood green. Let's just save it real quick. Our material is in balsa. Let's select static one here at the bottom. Make sure that all of these are trusses, which I don't believe that they are. So we can change that by going in, and we can click on Control and select every single one of these. So drop down this one. Oops. Go ahead and back in. Select all of these. Right click, edit definition. Edit definition. It might not like me doing all of them at once, so let's just do one group at a time. Edit definition, hitting shift, and then enter. Let's make sure all of them are trusses. Cool. And they should go from that I-beam look to a hook. Wonderful. Now that all of these are now in a truss for our analysis, let's just collapse them. We don't need to do anything for connections. Let's just go into joint, right click, edit, make sure that all of our joints are selected. It looks like we have that. Oh. Let's go back in. Looks like we have all of our joints selected, so that's good. All of them. Select enter. We don't need to do anything with connections, so let's go into fixture. I don't believe my fixture advisor is working. You can right click on fixture and go fixture advisor. If it's not working for you, just go ahead, right click and go into fixed geometry. And this is where we do our pin connections, our joint connections, and everything else like that. So we're going to be using our reference geometry. Click on this node, which we're going to make our pin joint essentially. Then we're going to click down here in this pink box, select down into the front plane where we drew this. All of our points should be able to slide along this plane, but shouldn't be able to translate onto any other one. So we want to make sure that this is constrained so that it's just that. In doing so, we're going to make sure that this is all 0. So this is 0 in the X, Y, and Z direction. So this is immovable now. And then rotation is 0 in the X and the Y, and the Z can rotate. And we're going to select OK. Now you should have like 2 little green arrows down here. I'm going to do another one. And we're going to do again, use reference geometry. We're going to select this other point, which is going to act like our roller point, and then the front plane again. It'll be able to rotate in the X direction, which is here along this plane because it is a roller, but it can't move in the X, or it can't move in the Y and the Z. And then again, in the matter of rotation, just like the other one, it's going to be 0 in the X, and then it can rotate in the Z, and we're going to accept it. And now we're going to do the rest of the joints. So any other ones of your joints we're going to select. We selected that one, got that one. Let's do this one, this one, this one, and this one. And again, our reference is that front plane. These will be able to move in the X and the Y, but not in the Z. And it can only rotate in the Z, so it can't rotate in the X and the Y. I don't believe my external loads advisor is also working, so we're just going to go right click and select force. And we're going to select where this force is. You can add as many forces as what you need and where you need them. For me, I'm only going to do just this one, I believe. I'm going to make it in the Y direction, and I'm going to reverse it so it's going down, and I'm just going to say it's 1,000 newtons. I don't believe my mesh advisor is also going to work, so we're just going to go up here and click Run the Study. Hopefully it'll work. Dang it. Okay. I see what happened. Okay, so the force looks like it wasn't on a point on the vertex. So let's just go ahead and change that real quick. If you ever get that error, just try to look at your points, because I realized after I selected force that it was actually only on our vertex. So let's just go into a joint. Select that joint. Let's select the front plane. Now it's acting on this joint like it's supposed to. Select OK. And now let's run this. And there we have it. Our truss simulator. You can add as many or as little forces as you believe that your team will need on this project, and you can, as long as you have that this point over here acts as a roller point and this one acts as a pin joint. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. You guys have my email. Thank you so much for coming along and troubleshooting with me. Weldments are a little difficult, so there is a lot of troubleshooting that comes with them, especially when it's your first time doing it or even when it's your millionth time doing it. So feel free to contact me if any questions, and my office hours are always open if you guys need some help. So thank you all so much and good luck.